Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.
All right, video is on. Audio is.
Hello!
Oh, we're back.
Welcome to an episode of Beast with Leif and Caitlin. Leify Poo, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm a little disgusted, and we're gonna get into that. Caitlin, how are you?
I am fine. Also a little grossed out.
Huh. Now, why would that be?
Because our dear sweet, very grateful to have on this podcast,
So thankful.
Joel Walkowski.
Hey!
I did not know hydration was such a polarizing issue.
It is a polarizing issue when the water bottle you found at a bowling alley
Called
The
The
Gutter.
It's a great place to hang out. You can catch shows there a couple nights a week. And if you're lucky, you might even find a swell water bottle. This is a premium boutique brand water bottle. This isn't coming off Amazon.
Of course.
You see the aluminum construction, the faux wood interior?
Yes.
Exterior.
It's very nice. It is the bowling alley that once had Ebola.
Yeah.
So
that's fun.
it is
A bowling alley with Ebola.
I mean,
Yeah.
And then he's just like, "Hey, this is a water bottle. I think I'll put my mouth on it."
Yeah.
He didn't know who it came from. The stranger's water bottle, but he put it in the washing machine, which is, to your credit, a good move.
But you know what? That's what I like about you, Joel. You're a real gambling man.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
It's the pragmatic option, you know. I get this water bottle. I know I'm going to be more hydrated. I know I'm going to feel better on a daily basis. And you know what? I get compliments on this all the time.
And then did you tell them where you got it?
Absolutely. I went on a camping trip with my buddy. He's like one of the world's top zoologists.
Ooh.
And he has all this like premium birding gear that he spends thousands of dollars on.
This guy sounds right up my alley.
And like everyone's just like, hey, I love that guy's water bottle. It's like, yeah, I found it in a bowling alley.
I mean, it's a conversation piece.
Absolutely. It was the first thing you noticed. I brought it.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
Well, when you get here, Leif really wants to give you beverages. Can
I
I get your coffee? Can I get your
live
water?
for it. I will ask you until you say yes. And when you say to water bottle, I just went, well, you're lost on me. I don't need this.
Yeah, this is the real. I'm not bringing my water bottle. I'm doing an alpha move to Leif.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean,
feel very uncomfortable. And you know what? It worked. I'm at a point of weakness, and now I've spent the entire episode trying to get back on top.
Well, I'll be honest, it's not hard to pull an alpha move on Leif. He's very small.
All right.
Would this be a good time to,
Now my co-host
point out that I brought my own microphone? Which
He brought his own producer, and I'm very upset about it.
Say hello to Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh, I'm coming
Jeremy!
for you.
I love Jeremy, like a co-host.
Wow. All right. I'm going to lose this podcast after this.
Well, Joel, welcome to Beast. We are a very bad sports talk show.
Some would say the worst.
Yeah, we're not good at it, but we like to hear about comedians and their journey, their sporting journey.
Well, I'm the right person to have on then. Every week I am the professional gambler. I do put out my football picks for the week, and people have lost thousands of dollars following them this
really?
year. Yeah.
That is my favorite thing to watch every week, and that's what I was trying to remember. The gambler pick. They are my favorite thing to watch.
Yeah, I go all out. I try and make them good, but like someone wrote me, they're like, "Hey, I followed him. I lost $2,000
Oh my
this
God.
week."
Wow, you're changing lives.
Yeah, you really just want to make an impact.
Yeah.
Positive or negative.
You're out there. You're making it happen, and people are the worst for it.
Absolutely.
Hey, no press is bad press. I don't think I got that right.
I'm even on the week though. The Monday Night Football, it'd be a good week or a bad week. It'll all be decided tonight.
Oh,
there you go.
Very exciting. Ominous, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joel, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. And then I moved to this town, Dearborn. You might know it. It's the most Muslim city in America.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, of course, Dearborn. Of course.
Dearborn's a jam. Like, it's the only city way I can come from the Midwest and be from an interesting place.
That's good.
All street signs are in Arabic. There's some of the best food you'll ever have in your life.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You go to Detroit. You can spend an afternoon in Dearborn, and you'll be fed amazingly.
So I went to a comedy festival in Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh yeah. You did Limestone.
I did Limestone, and your father came.
Oh my gosh.
And gave a bunch of Indiana well-being kits or survival kits to a few comics who knew you. And
I'm sorry you didn't get one.
I mean, I was a
after
little
the pod.
upset.
Next time you play, like he'll probably follow us, and he's very comfortable in the Comedy Attic. Too comfortable in the Comedy Attic.
Yeah. I mean, well, tell our viewers what was in the survival bag.
Well, my dad, when I tell him that a comic I know isn't coming into town, he'll show up and he'll bring them a switchblade, a pair of loaded dice, and some Kama Sutra playing cards. And now he's getting really into making snakeskin belts. So if you really play your cards right, you'll get a snakeskin belt. So,
and some had brass knuckles.
oh, brass knuckles, of course. It just gets lost in the cacophony of gimmick items.
Oh my god, I love that.
And it's in a beautiful handmade bag of snakeskin.
Yeah, he makes the bags. He gives you a little package. I think he gave out like 6 at this year's Limestone Festival. He's probably given away like 25 total care packages, and like that's what he does.
I love that.
He just gives away switchblades, and it's fun to have that as a character. But as a father, it's like frustrating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that like as a child?
Yeah, like he was here last year for the Big Walkowski actually. And we took him out to the Turkey's Nest to watch the football games. And you know how, like, sometimes a drunk person will come up and bother your party?
Yeah.
And that happened with us. And, like, he gave that drunk person a switchblade.
Oh,
God.
No.
Weird.
They're illegal.
Yeah. 100%, but not in Bloomington, Indiana.
Wow. Well, I mean, next time I can only hope.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
he doesn't pick up on social cues very well. So I try and submit to Limestone every year. And like if they see that last name, I'm certain I'm black. Like I think Tom Takar is like, yeah, your dad's real nice, but he just walked in the green room.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was doing a show with Tom, and he just walked in the green room.
Oh, yeah.
He came in, and I was there, and then he gets this package, and then he makes you open the package in front of him, and Tom's like, oh, wow, look at this switchblade and these brass knuckles. And he's like, and he's a character. He's got a big old hat, a huge beard. He walks with a cane. I mean, he looks like he's from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, the cane is actually a sword.
Of
I
course
did not
it
know
is.
that.
Of course it is.
Of course.
And I was like, he just bought it. He was really excited about it. He's like, hey, are you worried about carrying around a sword? And I was like, well, no. The places I go don't have any weirdos.
He's the weirdo.
He's the weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
beautiful.
I love that.
I see what you mean by not very self-aware. Okay.
Yeah, he's the strangest man. How many banjos do you think he owns?
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
how many
gonna
banjos
say-
should you own?
I'm going 3.
3? Okay, I was going to say 3 or 4.
14.
What?
I was gonna say 7. I still would have been close.
He's not even from Bloomington. Like he grew up in like Detroit, Michigan, and he's just like, I want to be near the banjo makers.
And he has 14. Does he play all of them?
He plays all of them.
I love that.
And he sits in. There's like the scene of like rural Indiana musicians is fantastic. Have you ever meet the Possum Lady when you're down there?
No.
There's this house in Paoli, Indiana. This like local city councilman and his wife, the Possum Lady, have this like house. It's just like 15 cabins and a big farm. But they put on a festival there. And when you go, there'll be music, there'll be drinking, dancing, and then like she's a possum lady, so she's got like 30 possums alive. She like started rehabilitating possums, and like she hasn't stopped, but she'll let you interact with them. And the thing about possums you wouldn't expect is that possums smell fantastic.
What?
Weird.
No.
Yeah,
That's
they
weird.
smell clean and nice. They don't smell at all what they look like.
Really? Because they look like they would smell like sewage.
Absolutely, but they're
They're
a fragrant creature.
Really, a majestic creature.
I feel like
The
this
possum.
is the most I could ever be blindsided on a podcast. Like, hey, Joel, we don't know each other too well, but I met your dad at a comedy club. Like, oh, fuck, I got my ass so hard.
That's perfect. I love
mean,
that.
he was so friendly and so kind. And just like a sweetheart, and I see that in your smile.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tender heart.
And
I feel like.
he loves comedy. He really gets into people's acts. There's only one comic who he's hated one comic. I can't say who they are. Can I write down their name?
Please.
Oh, now I'm.
I'm so excited.
Ooh, I'm so
He's
excited.
writing down Caitlin Peluffo.
Oh,
This is-
yeah. You know what? Don't look at that, Caitlin.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna break me after the cookie incident.
wow.
Of
And this is a
2019.
very funny comic, doing well, so respected in the New York scene. He hates him.
That is fat. That is wild.
I mean, I can see it. I mean, smug little bastard. If you really message us. We'll tell
Yeah.
you.
So willing to tell you.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, he's a delight.
Okay.
He's a sweet man, but
Mhm.
on stage, I could see how an old banjo playing gentleman would be like, "What? You think you're better than me, huh?"
He loves everyone. He's just like, Tommy McNamara is the most lovable person on the planet.
Yes, which he is.
Yeah,
He is.
absolutely. He nailed it. He's got good taste,
he's
which
the
makes
best.
me question.
Also, shout out to Tommy McNamara as far as his new album coming out. So good. Love it.
you know, this is a sports podcast. I had to stand up for Tommy Mack at pickup basketball yesterday.
What happened?
Man, we run like the Sunday comics pickup game,
Okay.
and like some guy came, he was way too competitive. Tommy was on our team, and Tommy's actually pretty good, but Tommy, you know, he's kind of like a lovable squirrel.
Yeah.
He just runs around and smiles, and some guy just kept like, he just kept pointing at Tommy and rolling his eyes to me, and I was like, I'm not going to side with you in this. He's right there. Be nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love him dearly.
He's the best.
Yeah.
And just the kindest person. I love Tommy
So what'd you have to do?
I just said, this is not how we handle ourselves here. This is not the vibe we put out. We play with who's on our team. He tried to trade him for Luke Moniz, who is a very dirty player. But
I feel like all Luke's got is height.
Give him the dirt. Give it to us.
He swings those elbows, though.
Oh, I believe he's very gangly. He doesn't seem like he's in control of his limbs.
No, not at all. And he wears like the ugliest gear when he plays basketball. He wears like shorts that are like the color of a nurse's uniform.
Oh, God.
I love that.
Yeah. Was this guy also a comic?
He was a comic. I don't know him too well, but he had like one song stuck in his hand, so he was singing the song the entire time he was out there.
Who was it? I need to know.
I don't know him. His name was Tim something.
Tim McLaughlin?
No, not Tim.
No.
Tim
Yeah,
McLaughlin's
you
not
know
doing
Tim.
anything.
He's not doing anything to Tommy McNamara.
Yeah, Tim was on the sideline betting on the outcome.
Yeah. That makes sense. Right there.
Yeah, I gotta like Tommy's team here.
Okay, so obviously you're a basketball player.
Absolutely.
Basketball fan.
Basketball
Did
fan.
you play when you were a young lad
Yeah,
in the Detroit Muslim area?
Yeah, absolutely.
Deerwood World? What was it?
Dearborn, Michigan.
Dearborn.
Listen, I'm gonna send you restaurant recs there to counteract my father. So we're gonna be net positive. Yeah, ball was my first word. I've always loved the sport.
Yeah.
But I was like terrible growing up.
Oh, really?
I remember I didn't score a point my entire 5th grade season.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Were you short? Because now you're quite tall.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer. As soon as I played a little bit in high school,
Mhm.
but as soon as I graduated high school, I grew like 3 inches, dropped 30 pounds, became just like a tall. You know, I'm lucky to have this frame.
Yeah.
It's a good frame.
tall,
Big fan of the
lean
frame.
man. Like you would have, if you were that size, like your sophomore year of high school, you would have dominated. I feel
Absolutely.
like.
I would have played football. I would have gotten a head injury, but I was just like fucking around on my own. I was an art kid,
Aw.
oddly enough.
I was an art kid.
Aww.
Kind of. I was mostly a jock, but then I got into art. And we switched. We flip flopped.
Yeah, I was an art
Yeah.
kid who grew into just becoming like a jock in my later adult life,
Yeah.
oddly enough.
So you played basketball? Was it all pickup, or did you play for a league?
I played for a few leagues. I played for a few schools. I was alright, but I'm
Really?
I'm a grinder. You know, I'm not good at shooting or anything. Like people describe my game as like a bear falling down the stairs.
That may be the name of the episode.
Yeah.
And I have all these like blue collar uncles who like grew up playing like rat city ball. So like they gave me all
What
these
is rat
well,
city
just like
ball?
really like kind of hockey style, you know, like put your hands out, then bump the guy with your stomach. It'll never get called for a foul.
Rat City Bowl in the possum capital of America.
I remember I broke my finger in a game as a 6-year-old, and I knew my uncles were there, so I like made myself keep playing.
Oh my god.
But that's a motif. Even now, like I'm not supposed to play. Like I blew out my knee so bad 2 years ago, but I'm still like, yeah, let's do it.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah, it's like
That's
Medicaid,
great.
but
well,
whatever.
that still counts.
It's so easy to get Medicaid.
I tried, and I make too much money, and it's still
Whoa,
like
humble brag.
no, I make
I
30
know,
grand
I
a
know.
year,
It's
and they're like, "You're too rich." And I'm like, "I'm in New York. I can't even feed myself."
I had that same situation, and then I swear to God, if this gets me in trouble, so be it. If anyone listens, try this. I was like, oh, actually, I was wrong. What's the threshold again? And I think it's like $33,400, and I was like, oh, I'm wrong. Actually, last year I made like $33,200, and he's like, oh, really?
Oh, that's very smart.
I have health insurance till I think 2024 because I lied.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well,
nice.
that's what you got. Well, I was also talking to another comic, and she used to work for the system. She was like, the only thing that they can do if you do end up lying is they just tax you more the next year. And I'm like, well, I have to write off a lot of my taxes anyway, so it's like, I'll deal with it then. Hopefully, I'll be a millionaire then.
Absolutely, just delay the taxes until you eventually die. And
Yeah.
it's your family's problem.
I want to be a burden, goddammit.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Okay, so you played basketball club. So you went away to college, and that's when you started playing.
Yeah, I went to USC in like downtown Los Angeles, so I
Yeah.
started playing on the street a lot. So I played like, instead of like hanging out at any college parties, I would just play in these LA street ball games that were just like, there were punches thrown. It was a really rough style of play,
Yeah.
but doing that like 3 times a week for a couple years, I got pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we moved, and I started doing stand-up. I did it in New York, and the comedy basketball scene has just blown up since I was
Really?
there. Yeah, of course.
I don't even know what that means. The comedy basketball scene.
There's like 3 different indoor games. There's my tournament every September. There used to be like interborough games that we would rent a court for.
Really?
And like so many guys played D1, so like the standard of play has gotten pretty high. You play with those guys, you're gonna pick up a few things.
Yeah. Oh, that sounded like a humble brag.
They're legit. It is scary how good everyone. Like
Really?
y'all are real good.
So tell me more about this thing that you put on.
Well, I'm good friends with Jake Head, who's like very much an organizer. He's
Okay.
only happy if he has an Excel spreadsheet that he needs to make.
Okay.
And we run this indoor game. We're like, oh, we should put on a tournament. So we put on a tournament for my birthday, and the response was overwhelming. Every year we take over a park. We do a 16-team 3-on-3 tournament, single elimination. We do a draft at Pine Box the night before.
Wow.
Which is it's so much fun.
It's amazing.
It's so much fun.
We get incredible turnout, and it ranges from people who played like D1 basketball to Jeffrey Asmus.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, like
Jeffrey Asmus.
yeah, him and Renan played one
Oh,
year, and it
God.
was adorable.
They eliminated the fastest, I would imagine.
Well, it's like everyone. So like, there's great people who are on teams with Renan, but you come out, you win a T-shirt, and we just make a big pageant of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's very sweet. How long has it been going on?
This is the 4th year, and we always try and top ourselves. One year we gave away a car.
Are you
Oh
serious?
yeah. Last year, right?
You gave away
that
a
was
car?
so
How did you
good.
get this money?
Well, I bought like I lived in this neighborhood. I lived over by Leif.
Mm-hmm.
And someone down the street, they had this like murdered out car, like matte black paint job, windows, tires. It was all just like spray painted black, and they bought it for the stereo system. And they're like, I don't need the car anymore, so I got it for $300.
Oh my!
Oh, that's worth it for the bit. It's worth it.
I drove it around for like a year and a half. I took it all
Wow.
over the country, actually.
Holy shit!
Really?
And then like my girl was like, we can't drive this anymore.
Oh.
My day job, I do real estate a little bit, so I would take people on showings and they could look through the floor of the car and see
No.
the road.
Oh my God!
Anyway,
That's a
what's
fun
your social
feature.
security number I need?
Oh, okay. And so you gave away this car as the prize.
Yeah, and I usually win the tournament.
You usually win?
I do. I've won 3 out of 4 years.
Wow. Who'd you play against
Big
when you
winner.
lost?
Nate Fridsen's team beat me. The combination of Nate Fridsen, Jeff Cerulli, Andrew Collin, they just had so many good players. I couldn't do it. And I was coming off my knee surgery, so I wasn't 100%
Okay,
yet.
all
So
right.
I was a little
Listen,
shaky.
sometimes you got to give it to them.
Yeah.
You just got to give away a year and
Yeah,
make sure
just so they know it's not rigged.
Exactly. You build them up to knock them down.
One year, I won the tournament. I hit like a last. We came back down in the finals. I hit I hit the 3 to win it. And and then I thought I'd gotten kicked earlier. I'd blown out my knee.
Yeah.
And doctors are like, you can't play basketball anymore. And I just worked my ass off so I could still play.
Aww.
It's ridiculous. I'm going to blow it out again, but
Yeah.
it will have been worth it.
Now, who's on your team?
I always like to play with my buddy Jake Head, and I have my college roommate Apu is just the most technically sound point guard. When I'm on it, we're the only members of the 3-timer club. That's if you won the Big Walkowski 3 times. And this year we made like the Masters, you get the green jacket.
Yeah.
This year we made the Big Walkowski jacket, so we got this white sports coat. We got orange goat leather to make these basketball insignias. So every year the winning team is just embroidered on the sleeve.
And then whoever wins it gets to keep the jacket for the year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So is it in your closet?
Yeah, I brought it home. We had a pretty good... There was some controversy this year.
Oh! Whoa. What happened?
Give me the dirt.
Well, some people say there's an asterisk on this title.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
y'all juicing.
My team lost in the first round.
I liked it.
You?
Your team lost in
my
the
team
first
lost in
round?
the first round. I picked this woman, Caitlin. She was a women's college basketball player, and she had trouble adjusting to the ball size. So there's different size ball between women's and men's basketball.
I did not know that.
So you're not gonna be able to make that on the fly.
Yeah, you gotta get used to that.
Yeah. Like a big person should be able to just barely be able to palm it. So like a 5'10" woman is probably can palm a ladies basketball.
Yeah.
So she struggled, but another team, they had a guy break their hand. Their number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And he's a center, and they asked everyone going around, they're like, hey, can we pick up Joel?
Oh.
So they picked me up, and it was the team Apu was on, and so we got hot, and we got to the finals. We were down 0-10 in a game to 16, and we ended up just winning. Wow. I put up 1 basket, and I just bowed ironically because we're down 10-1.
Yeah.
And then just got lucky, I guess.
No, there's no luck in hard work and determination.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
I play my ass off, and I get into shape for it. I lift weights 5 times a week. I was going to acupuncture to get ready.
Really?
The funny thing is, I know a lot of people do. They're like, yo, that's coming up. And it's people are running more.
Really?
They're doing more stuff.
Yeah. We had someone flying from LA to play in it. We had people drive up from Philadelphia and Boston. Comics are starting to come from all over the country to play in this year.
We got to cover this the next time
Yeah.
it happens.
Oh,
yeah. You guys the podcast should field a team. You could be a captain.
I could be I wouldn't have to play?
No.
Great.
Don't look at me. We will just coach a team.
We're gonna get Ron on.
Oh,
and Sarah Tolomash.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, John Rosenberger was a captain this year, but he drafted so well, his team won a couple games. So it was the story of the tournament. Everyone was so happy.
Good job, John.
I want that. Yeah, can we do that? Can we be the captains next year?
I don't want to be. I just want to interview people.
I would
at
be the
tournament.
captain.
Oh, I know it'd be.
You think you're gonna be a captain? Get the fuck
that's why I need you in my court.
No, this is just.
I'll be the captain.
This adds to the pageantry of it all.
Exactly. That'd be so much fun, Caitlin. Oh, I can't wait for our relationship to be destroyed. At this tournament.
I'm far too competitive.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds so fun.
It's the best day of the year. Everyone has such a good time for it. My girlfriend, she cooks for everyone.
Oh my gosh, she sounds like a saint.
Oh, she's an amazing girl.
Who is it?
She's a singer. She's not a comic.
That's okay.
She's comedy adjacent.
Shout her out. What's
Gabby Garcia.
Gabby
Garcia.
Yeah, wonderful vocalist.
MVP of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, Gabby.
How long have you been with her?
4 years.
Beautiful.
Getting ready to put a ring on it.
Whoa!
Oh, well, if she's okay with your water bottle game, I'm sure she's a keeper.
I'm concerned about your judgment if she's okay with you keeping the water bottle.
No, she wants this water bottle bad. I was telling Caitlin, she's a big-time ice chewer.
Oh. Her poor teeth.
She loves it. She lives for it. She's pretty much a teetotaler. She doesn't do drugs. She only drinks a little bit, but she loves crushing ice.
Crushing ice.
You guys found each other. That's beautiful.
That's true love. That's so romantic.
Yeah, we this water bottle is tearing our house apart. I bought her a water bottle. I was like, you can't use mine anymore. And now she still uses it. I get so mad.
Is it the same size and girth?
No, it's not the
Are
same.
we still talking about the water bottle?
I am upset.
It's
always right here in the back of my head.
Because it was going both ways, and when you said that, I was like, oh, I'm still talking about the water bottle. Apparently, we were not.
No, I'm talking.
No,
about
we are back to the water
I
bottle.
said girth.
Okay.
Because it is a fat water bottle.
It's a chode.
Chode of a water bottle. It's very. Let's just
But
show.
it'll hydrate you.
Look at that. That is the water bottle. It's disgusting.
But for a water
I
bottle,
need some
pretty handsome.
sanitizer. Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, disposable water
Just a
bottle.
bowl of water bottle.
It might be Ebola. But if you think about most water bottles, they're owned by Poland Springs, which is owned by Nestle, who's using slave labor. So this way, I'm not doing anything like
That's
that.
true. We should definitely be using less plastic.
All right, if you're gonna pull the
Times
environmental
10.
card, you're using something, and I support.
Yeah,
you.
this is
Great.
single use with rescuing something from the trash. So
Yeah, this is the win. This is a win-win. God damn it!
Is
Now I have.
it?
yeah,
Good job.
You
yeah.
have yet to sway me.
It's
Walkowski.
carbon friendly to eat out of the trash.
Oh, well, this
Oh
took a
my
weird turn.
God.
But it's environmental. I have to support it.
Oh boy, we're moving
Oh
on.
man.
Anyway.
All right, we're moving on.
So you played in college. So
And-
when did you start playing with actual rules? Because street ball, there's no ref, right?
Well, sometimes I'm in leagues that have rules. Sometimes I'm in not. I'll just play in any game. I even coach. I had season tickets to the Nets for a while, and they were so good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when the Nets were terrible, but they were on my commute home from work, so I bought season tickets for like $500.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And I went to every game, and they noticed I went to every game because nobody was going, so they rigged every contest in my favor for an entire
Oh my
season.
god.
Oh my
that's
God.
amazing.
What would you
Wait,
do?
was this in New York?
Yeah, this was in New York.
Oh man, I thought it was
Wow.
like the New Jersey days. It's like, oh yeah, they would pay people to just
No,
go.
this was down at Barclays
Wow.
like a couple of years ago. So one time on 90s night, I won the ability. I watched the game from a snick couch underneath the basket.
Oh my gosh.
They
That
let
is
me,
amazing.
they let me shoot from half court on multiple occasions, and then
Did you ever make it?
never. It's
Oh.
so the depth perception is off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane.
It feels
yeah.
so much further away than you would think. It's
Yeah.
truly a shot in the dark. And then they sent me on an all expenses paid trip to Barbados.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they just gave it to me, and they're like, "Yeah, can we announce you as the winner?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, of course, sure. How many days?
7 days.
Oh my God. And you went?
Yeah, I went. I took my sister. We had a great time.
You didn't take your
This was
girlfriend?
right. I had been dating Gabby like 2 months, like a month,
Oh,
so it would have
too
been
soon.
like
Too
weird.
soon. So you brought your sister. Okay.
Yeah, Gabby was in the picture, but it was like right at the precipice of it would have been awkward to ask her.
Yeah. And it was a set time you had to go during this one time. You
Yeah.
couldn't postpone it.
Yeah, it was like certain days you needed
Yeah.
to go.
That's incredible.
And it's nice to do something nice for your
Yes, of
sibling.
course.
I've never done a big gesture like that
That's
for
very
her. So
sweet.
now we have that memory to bolster our connection as siblings.
That's great.
That's adorable.
Yeah, very sweet. How now? Your sister, is she older, younger?
She's older. She's a wild girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
She moved to Europe and lived in abandoned factories when she was 16.
She's already the coolest person I've ever
Yeah.
heard of.
Wow. Is she a DJ now? What the hell? That sounds like the birth of a DJ.
She went back home to Detroit. She bought a house for $1, and
Yeah.
she runs a commune, and she studies sacred geometry.
Sacred?
Yeah,
Geometry.
you go to her house and like there's just numbers written all over the wall. She can't make sense. You can't make any sense of it. They're like she has this kind of like mystical relationship with numbers, but she's taking all these electrical engineering courses.
Wow.
I don't understand any wavelength she's talking about,
Yeah.
but I just try to support her.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like she found her thing.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, sacred. You have to really search for that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I got all these like new age women on my side of the families that I can't even make sense of. Like I blow out my knee and they're just like, "Hey, you should probably eat more turmeric."
Did it work?
You know, I'm
No.
gonna say
Of
this.
course
I'm
not.
gonna say this. Blowing out your knee is not gonna help, but I have shoulder issues, and I take a little bit of that every morning. It feels nicer.
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah,
but if
it's not gonna fix a blown out knee.
if it's like a serious injury, I'm not gonna do a
Yeah.
child's pose. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be helpful.
Ooh, Joel, coming for yoga.
So,
child's pose is like the easiest one though.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the real. But
But
if
it
you have a
feels great.
knee injury, that's the worst one.
Oh yeah, you're on.
Lot
your
of
knee.
pressure there.
Yeah. So how did you blow out your knee?
Winning the Big Walkowski.
That was the day.
Yeah, definitely.
2 years ago.
2017.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I thought
okay.
because I just got a pop. Like I thought someone just kicked me in the back of the leg, and it didn't even hurt that
that's what
bad.
you're talking about. Okay.
Like I was just like, who kicked me? I'm like, no one can kick that high.
Yeah.
No one's. Yeah, but
And it was.
and then I walked around on it for like 4 months before I realized, and
Yeah.
working manual labor jobs. It was wonderful.
Oh God. Can you tell when it's raining?
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah.
You can.
It
I
does.
partially tore my meniscus playing pickup soccer, and I was like, I know when it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Like it hurt this morning when I woke up, and I was like, oh, it's raining.
Do you still have your meniscus?
Yeah. I didn't have health insurance, so you can live without it.
So you just took it out, or
No. I just existed with it.
Oh, nice.
It's just partially torn, so I can't.
What if you do targeted deadlifts? Those I had a lot of mine taken out, so I did targeted deadlifts. They really helped me.
What? I don't even know what that is.
I'll send you a little regime that I made up for the meniscus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really helped me get back to my life.
I would love that. And also my friend Kirsty from college, she also has a partially torn meniscus. I'll send it along to her. You're saving lives, Joel.
Hey, no, I went
Eat
to...
more turmeric.
Eat more...
That's what the video says.
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, it's just a video of good Indian delivery place in your neighborhood.
In Deer County, Detroit, Michigan.
Dearborn.
Dearborn. It is. I wish I could remember it for these jokes. Having a hard time focusing too much on the deer. But anyway, okay. So did your sister play sports or no? Nothing.
She likes Kyrie Irving because he said he was a flat earther. That's the only thing.
That's very funny.
Is she a flat earther?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh no.
With all that geometry, you think she'd know that it's a cylinder?
She'll take on any perspective for a test drive.
Oh,
sure.
Good. You know what? That's fair.
More people should try that out.
Open mind, open heart.
Yeah.
I think that's a sales commercial. Anyway, with the Dr. Quinn medicine one, I think she was like open heart or something. And it just looks like a Z. That's all it looks like for Zales.
Yeah.
It's all propaganda.
I love it.
Nobody loves anybody anymore.
No, there is no
for
love.
Joel and Gabby.
Oh, Joel and
We have a
Gabby.
thing.
Real
We're
romance.
very lucky.
The water bottle romance that just couldn't
Hey, wait,
stop.
is that what I'm doing wrong? Do I need to go to the gutter and find a gross-ass water bottle?
No.
Do not do that.
Don't.
No.
Don't?
I would.
I'm getting mixed signals.
It's he already had her when he found the water bottle. I mean, the water bottle, when you find someone, the water bottle will only solidify your relationship.
Okay.
It will not get you one.
And this girl was fate. We're meant to be together. It's meant, we met, when I was like a baby, I entered a college essay contest I won it. And New York Times, they published my shit in a modern love essay.
Oh.
And 10 years later, it was taught in a class she was taking, and she just hit me up out of the blue.
Really?
And then just boom, like that.
Holy shit, that's gorgeous.
And so you're also a writer.
I just got lucky once, but it did well.
Joel, you're just full of little mysterious things.
You're like our own Renaissance man.
Yes, I think so.
Dude, this sucks so bad. I tried to write another essay to propose to her, and it's the same person in charge of it, and they just rejected it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Well, write another one.
Dude, that's so much work.
It's fine.
What
else are you doing?
I'm working out. I'm playing pickup hoops.
You can give up 1 day a week to work out to write on this essay.
Yeah, but I can't stiff arm her any longer. She wants this ring.
Yeah.
She wants it badly.
Yeah.
Do you have a ring picked out?
Yeah, I bought it already. She knows it.
So she's just waiting for you to fuck you, Joel.
Wow.
Just do it.
Kaylin has turned.
Oh my God. She knows you have the ring, so you're just torturing her.
I don't have the
ring. She can't make any plans!
The ring is at Amy Shanker's house, actually.
That is not a smart choice.
I bought it from Amy Shanker's mom.
Are we sure it's still there?
From Amy Shanker's mom?
Yeah, she's a jeweler.
She's a jeweler. I was like, you bought Amy Shanker's wedding ring?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna propose to Amy. But
yeah.
I meant, we're like, this is the one.
Sorry, Amy.
Friend
of the pod.
Okay, so you're just waiting for the right time?
Yeah, I got something planned. She probably won't hear this. I'm gonna do it at Christmas. Actually, her family does a big white elephant every year, and I'm just gonna put the ring in the white elephant and make her go get it.
So what if it goes to someone else?
Exactly. They're gonna put it her last, so it has to go.
So
to
they're all
someone
in
else.
on it.
Yeah, they're all in.
It would
on
also
it.
be very funny if somebody else just got the ring.
Yeah,
she knew. She'd be like, God damn it!
Yeah, this is how I got engaged to cousin Steve.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. Okay.
I love
all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big old time. They're moving away, so it's their last blowout Christmas party that they do.
Oh.
You're a romantic.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Joel.
You
And
don't-
you get along with the family and
Oh
everything?
yeah, they're great. We just went to Atlantic City for a couple days, and like I took a bath at the sports book, but we had a great time.
You took a bath at the what?
Sports book. I lost like
Oh.
Oh, is that what that means?
I was
Yeah,
like,
that was the
is this like a
fun-
public bath thing?
Yeah, I
what are we
was like,
doing
I
here?
was just at Atlantic City. I bombed 5 nights in a row.
it's a
Congratulations.
terrible town. Great Vietnamese food though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where?
Just like off the strip, I had some of the best Vietnamese food I've ever had. Where did you go in Atlantic City?
I was at the Borgata for
Okay.
5 days.
And they got some like crappy club there. Or...
No, they have a really nice club, and they treat their comics really well. They give you all you can eat, and they pay for your room. And everybody who works there is very nice. It is not my demographic, and I went first each time, and it was a struggle. I mean, it wasn't all dead air the whole time, but it was.
You're doing work.
I was putting in work, and as 2 nights I walked off the stage being like, I should quit. Why did they bring me here? I am horrible. And then I realized everybody was over the age of 45 or hammered out of their mind. And I was like, okay, there's some wars you just can't win.
Yeah.
And the Borgata is my white whale.
Yeah, there's nothing like bombing and then having access to a buffet though. That
Yes.
sounds great.
I ate all the rice that they had.
Yeah, I'm an
And-
emotional eater, so I get
Sure.
that.
They had soft serve.
Ooh,
All you can eat soft serve?
amazing.
Yeah, that really brought me home.
That's the one thing New York needs. New York needs like an old school, like regular buffet where it's just
Yes.
not disgusting.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? And it's not like but it was actually the employees only
Ooh.
buffet.
And then
yeah.
they take care of their own, I imagine. So.
I mean, they were very kind, and they had a lot of food. I had a lot of salads because, I'm trying to trim down for holidays, not beef up.
Absolutely. It's
Thank
so
you.
easy to gain weight when you like become an adult.
Yes.
If I ate bad like for 2 days, I'm just feeling all puffy and gross.
Yeah. See, I had 5 days of eating healthy, and then I had McDonald's, and I was like, who am I?
Oh, that
This
sounds
is-
so good right now.
It was so good. And then I
What's
was
your
like,
McDonald's order?
oh, well, I do it. Okay. When I go to McDonald's, I get the number 9, which is 2 cheeseburgers, a small fry, a small drink, and then I get 6-piece nugget with ranch.
Yeah, you gotta have the little add-on. Or
I
the
mean,
meal just isn't
It's
enough.
$1. Of course I'm gonna get.
I
some
do the
nuts.
Land Sierra. I get a Big Mac, I get a fillet of fish, and I get a chicken sandwich.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 sandwiches.
Absolutely.
That's
I don't do any
incredible.
sides though.
Oh.
I think
okay.
French fries are maybe the most overrated food.
Oh, that is a strong stance.
Well, when they're great, but I think there's a lot of middling French fries out in the world.
Oh, for sure. Don't give me a steak cut fry.
Steak cut
Fuck
fries.
you.
Why are they still being served? That's just
No.
a baked potato with
Yeah.
corners.
Put sour cream and chives on it. All right, make my day. Okay, but no, they're not. They're just putting a little salt on it, and then you got to gnaw on a fucking fry for half an hour because it takes you 17 minutes to chew it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we have strong opinions about fries. One thing I didn't think we were going to bring up today. Huh.
French fries.
French fries. So you're going to propose. How do we make sure that she doesn't hear this?
She ain't gonna listen.
Oh,
No
right.
way.
Fair.
Yeah, no, good for her.
Also, we got a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty
Christmas.
close.
Yeah.
We'll probably, yeah, we'll figure it out.
And if we do a
Listen,
better
I can
episode, we
mix-
can hold it.
Yeah. And honestly, we'll hold it.
Yeah. This has been trash.
I mean, listen,
It's only like 2 weeks away, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we barely
Hold on.
talked about sports.
Oh, not at
Barely.
all.
I did have an ultimate frisbee story I wanted.
Oh,
to
Yeah,
yes,
I need to hear this
please.
ultimate frisbee
Yes.
story.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
was like, oh, I got an ultimate frisbee story. It's real good.
I lost my mind when he said that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm better at ultimate frisbee than I am at anything else in this
Where
world.
did you start doing ultimate frisbee?
Living in LA, dude? You
Of
have to
course.
play
That makes
frisbee.
Yeah,
Okay.
that and hacky sack.
Oh, no doubt. But I have very short legs, actually. I'm 6'3", I have a 30-inch inseam.
Sure.
Hacky sack is not my friend.
Okay.
Oh, fair.
So I started playing this
Fuck
like
the sack.
ultimate frisbee game in Santa Monica.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know, I'm just a deep threat. I run far. I catch the disc. That you call me the beach dog. I always get it.
The beach dog. I like that.
And I just like had like really good game chemistry. You know, when you play sports, you just hit it off with someone.
Yes.
And this guy, it was just such a connector. One
Mhm.
ultimate frisbee game up to 15. We scored 13 goals together, just
Oh.
like deep throws. And I
Yeah.
was like, let's party. And I'm like a 20-year-old college kid. This is a 37-year-old guy. And he's like, yeah.
That's exactly how he feels. It's great. It's the best. You are what everyone wants on their team.
Yeah, imagine going to hang out with a bunch of college kids at their house after the game.
Oh, I'm not that.
So he,
Never mind. I take it all back.
so he drove over and like this is like the only time in my life I drank 151, and like we just get so trashed, and like college, you're allowed to just really trash your house that you live in. So we had whoever came over paint an owl. Like he paints an owl, and like the next morning I'm looking at the owl. I was like, man, you can really see the devil in this. Like it was just blurred in a way where you could just tell it was like made by a disturbed person.
Oh, no.
And he drove over, and what he didn't tell us is that he was living in his car.
Oh.
So we just stayed parked behind the house for like a week.
What?
Yeah, we couldn't get rid of him for like 5 days.
Jesus.
He was just repeatedly like, hey guys, what's going on? And he would like walk us to classes.
Oh my God.
It was so lonely.
Absolutely, but like I wasn't his savior, you know?
No. He's a 37-year-old man. He should go find other 37-year-old men.
Yeah. I mean, that just has an episode of Criminal Minds written all over it.
But that just goes to show you that sports really brings people together.
It really does. It's the great unifier.
Oh, Ultimate Frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee.
Did you wear shoes in Ultimate Frisbee?
Oh, have to. Easy to roll an ankle.
Yeah, you gotta wear shoes. You gotta wear cleats, baby. I wear cleats all the time.
Ultimate Frisbee is like the most fun game. It's so easy.
Well, okay.
Well, let's not let everyone know that. Let's keep some of this under wraps.
Wow.
Right.
No, but it's easy to just like get in a rhythm, and like you're running under a disc. Like,
it's also easy because you're what, 6'3", you said?
Yeah.
6'3". Oh yeah, it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Can you imagine me trying to jump, even if you're flat-footed, just trying to jump up to your level?
Yeah, I guess I do have a little privilege.
Yeah.
A little Ultimate Frisbee privilege.
Yeah, I'm big, but I was a very uncoordinated kid. I had to go to like physical therapy to learn how to use my mouth because I drooled a lot. So,
yeah. Oh my God! As I live and breathe, what an image!
I love that.
Yeah, it was a lot of just taking a straw and blowing a ping pong ball across the table.
Oh my God!
I earned this.
You were the drooly kid.
Oh, big time.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to do some of that too. I had really shitty lungs. I had to do that for a while. That was fun.
Oh my God, was I the only one with any kind of physical prowess under the age of 18?
Hey, I was athletically gifted. I just didn't use it for good.
Okay.
Yeah, I just couldn't use my mouth good.
I just couldn't breathe most of the time.
I couldn't talk good, so I had to go to a speech therapist.
Aww.
Yeah, I was very cute.
Did they roll up in the van outside the school?
No, they had a specialty, like she would come like every Wednesday, and there was a special room they would go to be like, hey, I can't read good, and then I would learn how to read in there. But I only had to do it until like 3rd grade. Okay, so I'm caught up.
You're doing great.
Thank you. And now I talk for a living.
You have great words.
Look at that, Mrs.
What
Bristol.
pronunciation.
I did it.
Now you have your own goddamn podcast.
Yeah, where I'm talking and making fun of men. Actually, I think Miss Bristol would also be proud of that.
Shout out to Miss Bristol, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Her and Miss Rock. Really?
Oh, Miss Rock's the rock of this podcast.
This pod has a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Please, I hope so.
Yeah,
I need all of it.
It's got a great title. I love Beasts.
Yeah.
Is it in all caps?
Yes.
It is.
Absolutely. We're shouting most of the time.
No, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have fun.
Yeah. Shootout?
Shootout.
It's a new segment that we are still very much working on.
Yeah.
We just have questions.
Yeah.
Nicknames, go.
Sweet Baby J, the Big Walkowski, Jaywalk, the Land Octopus.
Oh! What? Oh, the land octopus. I also like beach dog.
I was hiking on acid with some friends at Joshua Tree, and they saw the way I used my arms to help guide my way. I looked like a land octopus.
The yellow. I love that.
Great. Land octopus.
Polish Moses.
Jesus Christ. Polish Moses.
Oh, I love
That's fun.
that.
Okay. Second question. Any initiations?
I had this like really intensive high school video program. It had like crazy funding. Being a part of it was very much a cool thing to do.
Okay.
And I was in line to have like one of the senior positions, and they needed to haze me, so they brought me in front of everyone, and I had to eat a can of eel.
Oh!
Unagi, as they say.
But like out of a can, like
Not good unagi.
I hadn't developed my palate yet.
Oh,
Caitlin.
okay. It was where you were just drooling all over the can. Sorry. You're a nice person. I should be nicer to you.
2 different types of eel juice.
Did you finish the can?
Yeah.
Of
Hell
course you
yeah.
did.
My man.
Who doesn't love a lean protein?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
That
true.
is true.
Okay.
Very good for athletes.
Do you have a nemesis?
Ooh, nemesis.
I think it's Luke Monas.
Okay.
Yeah, Sinbin.
Wow.
Luke Monas.
On the court, we just go after each other. We truly bring out the best in one another.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a fun rivalry. I look forward to it every Sunday.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. What was your number? Did you have numbers?
27.
27.
baby.
This is crazy, but I have a crazy uncle. I was talking about him a little bit early. He put me up in a tree one time, and he said, "You can't come down till you pick your favorite number. You can pick 4 or 27."
What a wide range of numbers.
Yeah, just those 2. Those were the only ones that hadn't been taken yet, according to him.
Okay. And 27 just stuck.
Yeah, I love 27.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, what was your number?
7 or 22?
Yeah, it's nice to have that 7 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 7 was an accident.
Mhm.
Basically, someone already had 22 when I went to varsity my freshman year.
Whoa!
And,
All right.
So one of the upperclassmen already had 22, so I had to pick another one. I was like, 7. My birthday's on the 7th, so that makes sense. Shout out to Steven Rogers. Please don't forget my birthday, January 7th.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, he's
Captain
also
Rogers, get your
not
shit together.
gonna be listening
Don't
to
forget.
this.
I'll make sure.
Someone send him a text message.
Actually, this is going to come out around your birthday.
Oh, wonderful.
Happy birthday!
Thank
birthday,
you.
Caitlin.
Yay!
Have a great time at Benihana.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Hopefully he's going to propose.
Ooh!
You better not. You better fucking not.
Okay.
No, we're just not ready.
Oh,
Anyway,
I know that. I get that.
I could marry that man. I could.
Okay. This is getting weird. I'm supporting you in everything, any decision you make.
Oh, beautiful.
Look out at the white elephant.
Yeah. Look at that white elephant. Oh,
Is
beautiful.
that what you call his dick?
It's quite the trunk. Amen.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
Congrats, Steve.
He's doing great. He's doing great.
Yeah, we shout out his dick on the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Just his dick, not Steve.
Back in
Who?
Steve.
What?
Just his dick is a friend of a pod. He has his own headphones.
Oh.
Yeah, because he has ears on his penis.
It's just another person.
Yeah.
Steve is actually just the dick, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what other rapid fire?
That's all I had. That
That's
was
all
all
you
the
have?
business. Yeah, as I said,
Rapid
it's-
fire
we're
questions.
working on it.
3.
I think we had a
Oh,
fourth.
what's your biggest influence?
Oh.
Who's your biggest sporting influence?
Oh, Charles Barkley, of course.
Charles-
Oh, the round man rebound.
Absolutely.
man.
Another man with great nicknames.
What was his? The round man rebound?
Round Mountain Rebound,
Yeah.
Sir Charles. We had quite a few
Chuck.
more.
One more question.
Okay.
How did that help you with comedy? Like all the sports stuff.
You just learn how to connect with people, and you learn that everyone has different tastes and approach to what they do, and you learn to meet them in the middle.
That's a very I like that answer. Goddamn.
Gosh.
Cool.
Poetry.
Yeah.
God.
Poetry.
Shootout makes you self-reflective.
Yeah.
Oh.
The women in your life have really made you into a soft, beautiful beast. You know?
I got a lot of good women in my life. I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that dad of yours
Mm.
really rounded out the crazy.
He's
Huh?
also there.
Are your parents still together?
No way.
Where's your mom?
Oh, she's in Dearborn, Michigan. She's putting on one-woman shows. She's doing great.
Whoa, that's awesome.
It's beautiful. What's your
Wow.
mom's name?
Colette Cullen.
Colette Cullen. Go see her one-woman show.
Please
in
do.
Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, she
Check her
does all
out.
kind of theater.
That's great.
If you're in prison, she might put on her show for you.
Wow.
God, what beautiful
Go to prison.
women
Go see
in
the show.
your life, Joel.
Yeah,
No wonder
like
you're such a
it's
tender heart.
Tender heart.
Oh,
Aw.
God. Okay, well, where can people find you, Joel?
I am the host of the Hold My Bread podcast. I have new episodes every Tuesday. That's we're taking a funny approach to investing. We're learning a lot on the go. And what up? I also am on Insta as Joel Walkowski, and I put out little sports content every Sunday.
It's
Beautiful.
yeah, highly recommend following him. The Gambler, shit. Why can't I think of the name? I want to get that. The Professional Gambler is the highlight of my Sunday. I love it.
Love it. Love to hear that. Thank you so much.
So good.
All right.
And also, it seemed like there's just like a whole arc to this season, and it's been so much fun to follow.
Yeah, I've been working with Richie Tole
Yeah.
as a filmmaker, and he's just been going through the like we shot one with a drone. A
saw
drone is
that.
terrifying.
Oh, also saw you get hit by it.
Yeah, I had to jog with a drone. That shit is harrowing.
Yeah, because it's not that far in front of you. It's right there.
No, and it was like 20 degrees that
Oh.
day. It was just like people driving trucks all over the place.
Yeah, go see it. It is so good.
Great. Leify Poo?
Hey, you know me. You can find me at Bear with Leif on Instagram and Twitter, and follow the network at Brain Machine Network on Instagram and Twitter, and check out BrainMachineNetwork.com. We've got a bunch of new shows that are out now and coming down, and it's crazy. There's so much going on. I really want you all to check it out. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. And Caitlin, my sweet, sweet angel, where can we find you?
I am at Keelan Peluffo on all of the things, CAITLANPELUFFO. Instagram, please watch Paloofanima Christmas.
Oh, so good.
Very fun, very silly. We count down the top 12 Christmas movies, and we don't know what we're talking about, but we have a good time. And with Leah Bonema. And then I'm also going to be headlining Cobb's in San Francisco.
Hell yeah.
December 26th. Please come, because it's a very big place, and I don't think anyone will come, because I was just told by my mother that my grandma can't make it, and neither can my sisters, so it's really on you.
Ooh.
Please come.
Please come to the
Please
show.
come. I'm so poor.
Oh, yeah. And it would just be nice.
And follow us at Beast Pod.
Ooh, please do.
Beast Pod, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And we'll love you, and we'll tell you all of our secrets. Just message us. Thank you so much for listeting. Joel, thank you for doing the pod.
Joel, this was a
Good
blast.
luck with the engagement.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident.
I think
Hell
you should.
yeah.
That's great. That's
Listen,
wonderful.
you're golden.
Yeah.
I was just pointing at the water bottle. You're great.
Yep.
You're
Happy
gonna do it.
holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.